All right, as a review for your pelicans, please make sure that you have taken a photo of the blank pelicans with the value map drawn on before you add any pen, because you will be uploading that image as well for points. As a reminder, you need to do 2 pelicans in ballpoint and 2 pelicans in liquid pen. And you choose which textures you want to use or focus on or try out. Think about the animal that you might do for your animal and choose the textures based on that. Another quick reminder, if you're doing stipple for any of your options, that texture needs to be done with Sharpie or felt on a liquid pen. Stipple doesn't work as well with ballpoint. All right, so we've got our value map drawn. In our sphere, we're gonna do this texture, but as a sphere. So I'm gonna do cross-hatching. We've done so many spheres. You guys know how to do it. I'll start with my shadow core. Then I'm going to move my marks farther apart because I'm using liquid pen to create a lighter value towards the highlight. Then move back towards the reflected light. Remember, the reflected light should be lighter than the shadow core, lighter than the light side. Should be about the 3rd value. And I'm going to add in my cast shadow. So each of the circles should be a sphere in the texture you're doing. And then I'm going to start adding my value in my pelicans, 1 value at a time. So I'm going to start with my darkest values. And this is where your value map helps to give you direction as to where those values should be. Remember, your value map is kind of like a paint by number concept, except it's a value by number or value by area. So once I've got that very darkest value in, I need some more right there. Then I'm going to move to my next value, this value right there. And then move to my next value right about there. Just building up the values as I go. Try to keep your marks controlled. Don't let them get out of control or crazy, especially with scribble. If you're doing the scribble texture, that one can get out of control or crazy. And then always remember, with pen, you can always darken an area, but you can't make it any lighter. So I like to go a little bit lighter than what the value is, and then go back in and add a few more marks to help darken those areas up if they need to be. Your value map should start to just kind of blend into where the textures are going. Remember, you're not just trying to outline it, you're trying to actually create form by using values. And value follows form, so it's not just an outline. Nope, the inside of the beak is that darkest value. I gotta go back in. And this little spot is too. Remember, with liquid pen, you have to move the marks away from each other to decrease the value. With ballpoint pen, you can do less pressure as well. And because the beak is round, notice I'm kind of doing rounded lines to kind of emphasize that form. But I still need my value shifts as well. So we don't want to lose the detail of the pelican. I still want to see the eyes. I still want to see the beak. I still want to see the details. So that the texture shouldn't make the details disappear. It should just add value to that form. So you do have to be able to do the texture small as well as bigger so that you don't lose that detail. Your sphere should have 7 values. Your pelican should have a minimum of 5 values.